Hey, what's up, y'all? It's go time. It is go time. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Argue. I'm your host, Antonio. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget the assignment. If you're tuning in from Facebook or YouTube, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. I'm outside. Let's argue. So today's topic: insecurity versus territorial for men. All right, that's you. For all practical purposes, that apply to women as well, right? Um, is there a such thing? Is there a difference between the two? Let me play this clip, and y'all
He's
give me
right
your
for saying that.
feedback.
That's not meaning that he's. I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature. That's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. That's not. There's nothing empowering about that. Okay, so
So, what are your thoughts? Is it men who, and I agree with her in part that if a woman dresses a certain way, men are going to see her in that way. But also, you got to understand that men are physical. Like our first attraction, I mean, we're attracted to women physically. Like we don't, women, y'all, it's a little different. Not to say that y'all don't, y'all not looking at us in a physical manner as well. But I think for men, our first our first sight, like our line of sight, is physical. That's how we that is our um that is just how we operate. We operate in mostly in the physical. So um I think the danger in that situation as men, what we recognize, if you're a territorial, um and that's how men are going to see your woman or your wife or whomever, it's going to come off like a woman who recognizes that, it'll avoid conflict. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you say you're out at a concert together and the guy doesn't see you with your woman, because most men are gonna respect that if they see a man with a woman, because we looking to see if she's with somebody or not. There are guys who are real forward like that, aggressive like that, and to grab your hand. So now, because he's seen you dressed in this very sexual way, he grabs your hand, doesn't know you with somebody, and now I got to get involved. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that aspect of it, but also I'm looking at it from the aspect, if that's how I found you, you know what I'm saying? If that's how we met and you were dressing, like, I'm not about to ask you to change that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we as men got to have some self-control. It's okay to look. You ain't got to go up to her and approach her or anything like that. Like, I feel like women should still be up. Now, I'm not saying I'm running around here with a sequence outfit on with your crotch showing and your titty showing. I'm not suggesting that, but I'm saying you should be able to, like, I'm okay with you wearing a short skirt, and you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. But I get where some men are not. I definitely get where some men are not. They're not okay with it. It's not something they would have to do. But I feel like if that's how I met you, like, I'm not about to ask you to cover up and change up just because we met. And that may be a part of how you like to feel sexy. Sometimes I know women don't necessarily dress for men. Y'all dress for other women, because you don't want the next woman in the room saying nothing about your outfit or how you looking or why you got that on. At least that's been the consensus from a lot of women that I've talked to, that they don't want other women being able to say anything about them when they get ready to walk into a room. So yeah, I think there is but there's also, like, I think territorial insecurity can be masked by territorial, meaning that a guy could just be super insecure, you know what I'm saying, and like don't want you to wear that, whether you with him or without him, because some men say, okay, you can only wear that when you're with me. I can get that. That's not me, but I get it. But then when he's saying he don't want you to have it on at all, whether you're with him or without him, and mind you, this is how he met you, that to me is insecure. When a man is not to the point where he doesn't even want you to dress good, to feel good about yourself, that's insecurity. That is all the way insecure. That is not territorial at all. Like, but I think insecurity can be masked by a person being territorial. And then I'm thinking, is that even the right word? Territorial. I'm not even for sure if that's the right word. Territorial. How you dress, you being territorial. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I'm just thinking I don't even think that's the right word. So, but I do want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think that men can be insecure and or territorial? I mean, I know we can be both, but if a man doesn't want you to dress a certain way, is that insecurity or is that territorial? So I'm gonna play the video again just so y'all can see.
Disrespect to you when I say, okay. I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's by how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure, he's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband, because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here, because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. There's nothing empowering about that.
Okay, so
And I will say, and I think her name is Kitty. I've listened to her a few times. Sometimes she gives very sound advice. No disrespect to the sister, but that's coming from she's saying that, and while she's half dressed, like the girl got on the blue jean shirt with, I guess, her cleavage kind of showing. Seemed like she was more covered up than Kitty was. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Was that the pot calling the kettle black? Like, I don't. That was a little for her. I get the observation that she was making and the where she was coming from, but she wasn't covered up either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just felt like that was a again, I get where she was coming from, and there's no throwing no shade to her or anything like that. But I was just like, okay, I mean, yeah. So I think that women, and And again, I think it's really just, it also depends on how provocative you're dressed. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, men got to check themselves too. Like you can admire, like, I think women should be able to kind of, they can, now some stuff is over the top. Like some stuff women wear, they shouldn't even have on. And I'm just gonna be honest, they don't even have a body. They don't have the bodies for it. Why are you wearing that? But I also get it because I know some of that is being inspired by what's the woman name? Oh God, I can't think of her name. But anyway, some of that is being inspired by other women who like, hey, you know, this is me. I'm out here, and I get it. If it make you feel good, hey, I'm all for it. If you dress and that makes you feel good, then hey, if you want to put it on, put it on. Lizzo, yeah, thanks, Jerry Frank. What's up? Lizzo got these girls out here on something different, you know, but I mean, that ain't my cup of tea, you know, and I'll be the first to say why she got that on. But hey, if that's how you feel good about yourself, you know, go ahead. So, but Janae makes a thing. She said there's a big difference. The insecure one will fight you, unlike the territorial one will fight for you. Okay. So Jerry, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the chat window. What do you think? I'm gonna play the video for you. Tell me what you think.
Disrespect to you when I say, okay. I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure, he's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. There's nothing empowering about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with her in part too, Jerry. But I'm looking at her and how she's dressed, and I can't see her from head to toe. But I saw the young lady who was at the microphone. She had on I mean, the speaker was kind of dressed provocative too. Seemed like she had more skin showing than the young lady that was at the microphone. Would you agree? But I do need to see how my woman sees herself. But I'm looking at, if you dress and sexy, you see yourself as sexy. If you're dressed too provocative, too revealing, and that's something you do all the time. Like, I think there's a difference between dressing sexy and then dressing provocative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen women on the runway, Cardi B, Rihanna, and they were dressed very provocative. You know what I'm saying? But they were doing what they were doing for some form of shock value, right? Here, let me put the video up again, Jerry. I'm gonna take the sound off just so you can just so I can continue to talk. But look at the speaker. She got more skin showing than the young lady at the microphone, as you'll see when she comes up, when the camera pans towards the young lady with the microphone. It looks like she got on a blue jean outfit. And so but at least from my point of view, I feel like the lady who's speaking, Kitty, is that her name, got more skin showing than the young lady who is at the microphone with the blue jean outfit on. So I don't know. What do you think? I think that she got more showing. But anyway, as I was saying, I think there's a difference between dressing provocative and dressing sexy. Um, I think there's a huge difference. I know my wife is very, very conservative. So her wearing like short mini skirts is like dresses that's skirts and stuff that come above the knee is like a bit of a stretch for her. You know what I'm saying? So, but she's done it and it looks amazing in it. And she's done it a few times. But I think not that she doesn't feel like, I don't think not that she doesn't feel sexy, because there's things she's put on that where she felt very beautiful, felt very sexy in the outfit. But I think I give her the strength and the power to feel sexy in some of the things that she wear, because it wouldn't be something that she would, and she looks amazing in it. So I think men can help in that arena as well, you know. And again, the outfits that she's worn that I've picked out for her or bought for her, it's nothing that she would have probably picked out for herself, and she looked amazing in it. But also, let her know right off the bat, you don't have to just only wear this with me. So if you're going out with your girls and y'all going to have a good time, I want you to feel this way without me. At the end of the day, men are going to approach women no matter what they have on. If they look good, and I'm talking about if they're pretty, we're going to approach them no matter what they got on. They can have on a blanket, and we still gonna say something to them if they look good. That's why sometimes women be tripping when they're in the gym and the grocery store places. They like, why I'm looking busted and you still pushing up on me. That's when I want to push up on you, when you are looking busted, because now I know what you're gonna look like when you step it up, when you dress it up. You know what I'm saying? So and that's the thing, like when women get upset, like, oh, you know, they don't want men trying to holler at them in the gym. When is it a good time to talk to y'all? That's a good question right there. When is a good time for us to try to push up on you? Because women they got these boundaries and all these rules. They don't want men approaching them in the gym. They don't want men approaching them in the grocery store. If you're single and available, when is a good time to talk to you? When is a good time to talk to you? Tell me that. So, yeah. So, but that's the subject today. Territorial versus insecurity. Is there a difference? Can insecurity be masked with territorial? All right, Jerry says, true, but when it's too provocative or our mindset is different depending on how you look. Absolutely, I get it. I totally agree with you, bro. You don't get no pushback from me on that. What I'm saying is that there is a difference between being provocative and dressing sexy. Like I said, you've had and the first two people that come to mind is Rihanna and Cardi B. There are certain things they probably wore on I done seen them in, and I'm like, damn, that was provocative. It wasn't, but it was provocative and sexy. But what I'm saying is that they were dressed very revealing. But the arena that they're in, they do certain things for shock value. So I get it. And I think people in society as well, sometimes I think we do things for shock value too. I think especially with this new social media age and you want likes and stuff like that, we do things for shock value as well. So that's why you'll see women who probably shouldn't have stuff on have it on, and they be out and you be like, why she got that on? But they want that attention. They want that shock value. They want those likes. They want whatever they got on so they can go viral. So I think some of that is intentional, for sure. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of and I get the one thing she said was, you know, men want she was saying that she asked her husband, what's the one thing that a woman can do that will make you not wife her, and it's how she presents herself. That is absolutely true. I do agree with that. But I also agree that if that's how I met you, I can't try to change you. You know what I'm saying? If I met you in the club and you were dressed pretty provocative, that's what draw me to you. So now all of a sudden I'm going to tell you to stop that. And you might have not even been looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Or looking for nobody, but just so happened you for whatever reason, you gave me the opportunity to entertain you. And now we're in a relationship and we done moved to marriage. And now all of a sudden, I don't want you to dress like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I just feel like if a woman if she's comfortable in those type of, depending, again, it depends on how provocative she's dressed. If she's comfortable in that arena, who am I to change that? Who am I to say, oh no, you can't do that now? To me, that's being insecure. I don't think that's necessarily being territorial. Because again, men are going to approach you no matter what you got on. You can have on a paper bag, and if you look good physically, we gonna push up on you. Like, that's just, I mean, we gonna shoot our shot. So men gonna shoot their shot no matter what. So it doesn't matter what you got on. But I do agree. I think it's what you have on, how provocatively you are dressed, is going to determine how some men, not all, how some men are going to come at you and how they're going to look at you. And you know, is this because we're going to make the assessment quickly. Is this somebody I want to try to really get into, or if I'm just trying to, take her to bed? You know what I'm saying? So that also plays into the mindset as well. Like, am I just trying to smash, or I want to see what more can come of this? And then I think we're making that assessment from the jump, no matter what. Like, you know what I'm saying? As men, we're like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's up. And then after you see what's up, if you like what what's going on and the conversation is good, then we trying to take it to the next level. Women operate on a totally different frequency. Like, y'all might see, oh, he look nice, but y'all want to know what we about. We ain't necessarily thinking on that level. Like, okay, I want to know what she about. If it just so happened you meet her in a place, and then y'all start having conversation. Now, in our mind, when we're looking like, okay, man, I want to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? And then we start talking to y'all, and things are going in the right direction, and you got a head on your shoulders. You're about your business. And then that's even more enticing. Women operate on a totally different frequency, so in that arena, like, y'all might not necessarily be like, oh, he looked nice, but then once y'all start talking to us and the conversation is there, y'all look, and then most women say the first thing they're looking at is feet and nails, and teeth. If all those things line up and the conversation is good, then now y'all thinking like, okay, he might can get it. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just operate different in that arena. Like, we just operate off two different frequencies. But yeah, I truly believe that someone who's insecure can be masked with calling himself as territorial. But I want to talk about the flip side of this. Can women be insecure or territorial? And what does that look like? So it's just I think it's just also a matter of perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just depends on, and it depends on the man. How secure is the man with himself? Like I said, men, we just operate off a different frequency than women do. And I agree with her. She did say that you do have to understand the person that you're with. You definitely do have to understand the person that you're with. I just think it's a little hypocritical to meet a woman who's dressed a certain way, and now you guys are in a full-blown relationship, marriage, and now all of a sudden you want to change her. You don't want her to wear that. You don't want her to dress like that. Because she's a mother now, she's a wife, or she's a grandmother. Like, I think that women should have the freedom to be able to express themselves in a way that makes them feel good about themselves to a certain degree, And again, I can express my disapproval, but I can't make you do anything. Like, I can express real hard, like, hey, yo, I don't want you wearing that. I think it's inappropriate, but I can't, at the end of the day, I can't make you do nothing. Any more than you can make me do anything. So I just think there's a fine line there for sure. There's definitely a fine line there with how women dress and things. Sorry, I'm just trying to got a text here. So yeah, so but what do you think? Now what about on the flip side of that, women being territorial or insecure? Is that even a thing? Because but I don't think women have to necessarily worry about us dressing very, y'all don't have to worry about us dressing revealing. Now wearing, now I think the most my wife has said, "Oh, I don't want you wearing that cologne unless you with me." Jokingly, of course, but yeah, I don't want you wearing that cologne unless you with me. Or I can't. I'm trying to think. Has there ever been anything I've put on where she's been like, "Oh, I don't want you wearing that unless you're with me"? I can't think of anything. I know the only thing that comes to my mind really is if I put on a certain fragrance, cologne, and she'd be like, "Oh no, I don't want you wearing that unless you're with me." So, but I can't think of anything that I've put on. She'd be like, "Oh no, you can't wear that unless you're with me." Yeah, I can't think of anything. Yeah, and I don't think men have that problem. You know, um, I know women can. Oh, the gray sweatpants. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't own gray sweatpants. I mean, so I don't have to worry about that. Um, you know what? So funny that you say that. I used to tell, I used to tell women, like women that I train, if I was like, if y'all go and go to the gym without me, if you're not if you're not in my studio or in the gym with me, I used to tell them, like, you probably don't want to wear gray, like, because I'm telling you, men operate off a different frequency. So if you're trying to just be in the gym and do your thing and not have men approach you, this is some stuff you might want to just be aware of, because I'm just telling them how we think. What up, sis? Ain't nobody did the assignment. Hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. Jerry Frank, drop that in the chat window. uh yeah, so I think it's just a matter of, it depends on the man. It also depends on what the woman is wearing. Like I said, at the top of the show, some women wear certain things because it makes them feel good about themselves. It makes them feel sexy. And I think we need to support that, depending on how provocative or how sexy it is. But I think there's a difference between being provocative and being sexy. And that's all. And that's going to really depend on the woman. Some women dress very, what up, Dee? Some women dress provocative and don't really consider it being provocative. They think it's being sexy. And I think it's just a matter of, it depends on the woman. But I'm going to play the video so you guys can listen in real quick into what the woman is saying and give me your thoughts.
Sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature. That's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband, because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here, because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. There's nothing empowering about that. Okay.
And now, again, I'm looking at the video, and like, I've no disrespect to Kitty. I've gone to their show. This is not trying to throw shade at her, but she's up there with I think that's a half. I don't know what y'all call that, but to me, she's more exposed than the woman who was at the microphone. So And I get that as men, we do want to see how you see yourself. But if you see yourself as sexy and you dress like, I don't think me personally, what Kitty has on, what the woman at the standing at the microphone has on. Let me see. I want to see if I can get to that part. Uh, I want to see if I can get to the part where what the lady has on. But anyway, I'm gonna let it play. I'll turn the sound off. But what the woman has on, what the woman who's holding the microphone, giving her opinion right there. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. That's just me. I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. And I feel like my wife can wear that with or without me being on her being on my arm. I have absolutely have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with what Kitty got on. I don't have a problem with the woman that's standing at the microphone or what she got on. I have no issue with what either one of them is wearing. But that's me. That's just me. I would actually encourage it if she didn't dress like that. Like, now there are some things that are over the top. I recall a story one time. This is my first marriage. We were out at a club. Now, my first wife she used to dress very provocative all the time. Like, so we were at a club one time and she had on this dress that I bought her. It was something from Victoria's Secret. And it was a shapely dress, so it revealed everything. And I want to say she probably didn't even have on any underwear, no bra, or nothing, but that's just how she dressed. So it was a white dress. It wasn't sheer, so it didn't show anything, but it did, show her curves. But anyway, she had this dress on. It was like a one piece. And we were going into, it was my birthday. We were going into this club. She was in front of me as we were going in. The guy didn't see me with her, and he not grabbed her, but he touched her like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Before I can say anything, she went off. I mean, went in, like, "Nigga, can't you see I'm with my man?" I don't know if we were married at the time, but she just went off. And my man was like, "Yo, bro," and he apologized to me. He was like, "Ma, I'm sorry," and then apologized to me, and we went on in. So I get, because there are some men who are like that. There are some men who are like that. They see how you're dressed and then they're aggressive. I can't even count how many times I done been to the Aretha Amphitheater, and formerly known as Shane Park, from you Detroiters, and then seen men when women walking by and they didn't grab their hand. That's never happened when I was with my woman or whoever I was with at Shane Park. That's never happened to me, but I've seen it like that, especially when women walking by themselves or they with other women, men grabbing their hands and like, "Yo, what's up?" How they dress. But I do have to say that as men, women can be dressed in a paper bag and we will still try to shoot our shot. And I'm not saying what she has on doesn't matter. But it's not so much of what she has on. It's how she looks physically. Is she pretty? How's her hair? What kind of hairstyle she has? And you're right, Sean. You know your brother. I don't have a problem with what neither one of them have on. I just don't. I don't. That doesn't bother me. In fact, I encourage it if she didn't dress something like that. Now, is there certain things that I would consider over the top? Absolutely. I do have boundaries. That's just not one of them. I absolutely have boundaries. What Kitty has on and what the young lady that's standing at the microphone have on, are those boundaries for me? They're absolutely not. There are not boundaries for me. I take no issue with what neither one of them have on. In fact, I would encourage it. If she comes out, if Monk came out and said that, I would not take issue with that at all. So, but again, that's just me. I don't find issue with that. But I want to know y'all thoughts on that. What do you feel? Do you think that there are certain things that a woman shouldn't have on? Hold on, y'all. All right, this is my daughter. Hey, I'm doing my show right now. I'm gonna have to call you back. I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. All right, bye. So yeah, I think that it's just a matter of. I think it depends on the man. On the man. What do you think? All right, Dee Dee says these booty out outfits throw me off. Yeah. Like I ain't having your cheeks showing, your booty cheeks out. That is a line for me. That is a line for me. I will say that is a line for me. Like if you got your booty cheeks hanging out, that is a line. That is a line for me. It is absolutely a line for me. But let me ask this. Do you think as a man, so Jerry, let me ask this. What's your line? And is that line okay to be crossed if you're out of town or out of the country? I hate that look. Yeah. I don't like the booty out shorts now, Didi. That's where I draw the line. Now, again, what I feel like the young lady has on at the microphone standing up there with the blue jean shirt on, whatever. I don't have a problem with that, and I don't have a problem with the young lady who was telling her about, for lack of a better word, telling her about herself. But the booty out, cheeks hanging all out, I do take issue with that. I can absolutely take issue with that. I like mind looking at it occasionally, but I do. That's where I take issue with that. I do. Let's see here. My sister says, I also think it depends on your man or husband. If you met me and I was wearing these clothes, why try? Absolutely. I was saying at the top of the show, Sean, I totally agree. I don't think it's appropriate. If that's how you met me, yeah. However, if you were dressing very, very provocatively, I think we can dial it back some. I think I would, as your man or your husband, I can suggest, hey, babe, I don't mind you dressing sexy or provocative, but can we dial it back some? I think that's okay. Didi says, well, when on vacation on the beach, my booty will be out a little bit. Right. No, but I'm talking about. So would you wear an outfit that was very sheer, where your butt would be out? Say you didn't, it was crotchless, titties out. Like, would you do that? You were on, out of town on the beach or something like that, or on vacation. Would that be different? Is there an outfit that you wouldn't wear at home that you will wear on vacation? I guess that's my question. That's the look I don't like. What you talking about when you wearing crotchless stuff, like sheer stuff where you can see the goods? Is that what you're referring to, Didi? Because I'll be honest with, while I don't mind looking at it, I definitely, that's a line that's where I draw the line as well. Not for somebody that's with me. Okay, yeah, well, that's a look I don't mind looking at, but I definitely don't want my wife wearing anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Not with me or without me, period. Out of town, in town, the next town, don't matter. We not doing. That's a line. That's a line in the sand for me. Like you're not wearing nothing sheer that's gonna have your titties out or showing your cookies. We not doing. So yeah, I think that's a line for me. But again, like I said earlier, what the young lady has on that's standing up there, that absolutely does not bother me. Nobody's wife should wear that. Yeah, I agree with you. But nobody's wife or girlfriend, a woman, shouldn't be wearing that. But there are some but I get the entertainers that's doing it. They're doing it for shock value. But I think us people who are not famous, when we go, because I've been to the mall and I'm like, why she got that on? But I'm telling you, there are individuals who are out here who are wearing stuff because they want you to take a picture of them and post it on social media so they can go viral. They're looking for those likes. They want to go viral. So there are people who are out here dressing like you and me, just normal everyday people, ain't got no deals. It ain't like Chanel is paying them to put this on, or Givenchy or Fendi is paying us to put any of this stuff on, but they want to go viral. So they put it on for that at least that's my personal take on it. That's my personal take on. I think we live in a shock value culture right now. Everybody wants to be, they want likes. That's why you have these young people, instead of, if they see somebody that needs help, instead of them going to help, you know what they're going to do? They're going to pull out their phone, they're going to record it and post it because they want likes. So, but that's just my personal opinion. But I agree with you saying, Didi, nobody's wife should have that on. But again, these celebrities do it for shock value, or somebody then giving them the bag to put this outfit on. You know, so they going on a red carpet or certain places and they have these outfits on because they're doing it for shock value, or because the designer say, hey, I'm gonna pay you to put this on. I want you to wear this for me. So I think that's where some of that comes from, because Lizzo then gave a lot of women, oversized women, the confidence to wear certain things. That some of it is a little over the top for my taste, but hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, but what I want to know, I want to do on the flip side of that, can women be insecure and territorial? And what does that look like? How does that show up? Then boom, they at the Diddy party face up. You get on my nerves. I know it's just a matter of time. You are a fool. She said, then boom, they're at the Diddy party face up ass down. Oh, man, that was a good one, Didi. That was absolutely a good one. It came at the right time, too. Oh, man, that was a good one. True. Yeah, that was funny. She on one, Jerry. It didn't take her long. Oh man, that was too funny. So yeah, all right. So today's game, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to do something serious? Y'all want to keep it fun? What we doing today? We got lyrically correct, the 80s version. Let's see. Didi says women can be insecure too, but gray sweatpants is a thing. Yes, absolutely. So is the gray sweatpants, is that being insecure or is that being territorial? Yes, she is. Robin says, or face up as right. Is it being insecure or is it being territorial? So if your man has on gray sweatpants and he leaves the house, is that being insecure or is that being territorial? So are we doing 80s mixtape? Y'all want to do lyrically correct? Y'all want to have some serious conversation? Or do we want to do, I got another game here. It's old school oldies but goodies edition. So what are we doing? Y'all let me know. Y'all want to have some fun or y'all want to keep the conversation going in a kind of, y'all want to stand on business today? What are we doing? Hey, Robin, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. I'm going to play the video for some of those who haven't had a chance to take a look at it and give me your thoughts.
Okay. I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure, he's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself. Knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will take that. If you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment, Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. There's nothing empowering about that.
So, as I said earlier, I agree with her. Okay, Robin, she said I agree with her. Part of that, in part, I believe that is true. Like I said earlier, I don't have a problem with what the woman standing at the microphone have on. I don't have a problem with the moderator, the young lady who had the microphone. I think her name is Kitty. I don't have a problem with what she have on. I just thought it was a little bit ironic because she was showing more skin than the young lady that's standing at the standing right there in the blue jean jacket on. I think that for me, what she has on, the young lady with the blue jean jacket on, with the wearing the titty tape, or what Kitty has on, neither one of those are an issue for me. Neither one of those are an issue with me. For me. But I think there are certain things women do and wear and put on where they feel sexy. And depending on what that is, who am I to try to negate that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, because I've heard for a lot of women, they don't really dress for us. They dress for other women in the room because they don't want other women being able to say anything about them. Like, how are other women going to view them? At least that's from a lot of women I've talked to. This is what they've communicated to me, that they dress for other women in the room. But what I want to know, the question I want to ask, besides talking about this particular topic here, is, can women be insecure? Can women be territorial? Is there something that your man, besides the gray sweatpants, can put on that you'll be like, I don't want you to wear that without me? Like, I think for the most part, it's always been, for me and my wife, it's only been cologne, like certain fragrances I might wear. She'd be like, oh, but I think she's only said that jokingly. Oh, I don't want you to wear that without me. Or if I'm going someplace and like, why you got to put that on? Why you putting that cologne on? Like, I think that's the most I've ever gotten. I'm trying to sit here trying to think, is there something I've worn where she's been like, oh, why you got that on? So I'm pretty sure there has been, but I can't think of anything right off the top of my head where there's something I put on where she'd be like, why you got that on? Why you wearing that? So it's always been, at least the immediate thing, my thought is been cologne. Okay, so it's just the sweatpants for you, just the damn sweatpants. Okay, so for you, Dee Dee, you don't want your man wearing any gray sweatpants anywhere without you, or period. Is that he can't wear the gray sweatpants without you, or you don't want him putting those on, period? So that's my question for you: is you don't want him wearing those gray sweatpants, period, or without you? What up, Danae? You're up. What up, cuz? So is it that you don't want him wearing the gray sweatpants, period, or just without you? So what's your issue with that? So for those who are just coming in, hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the chat window for me. I appreciate everybody coming on. I will play the video so you can see. You say throw them mofos away. Okay. I'm gonna play the video. Y'all let me know what you think. For those who just tuning in, if you're just tuning in, hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the window for me.
I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be...
I just want to stop the video right there. Now, I hear her giving that advice to the woman, saying she got the titty tip on. Then I'm looking at what she has on. She has more skin showing than the woman with the blue jean outfit on that's got the titty tape on. But I digress.
Men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you. He's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature. That's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. That's not. There's nothing empowering about that.
Okay, so
No disrespect to you when I say.
So, all right, Camille says there's definitely a difference. What is the difference for you? And Danae, you said exactly. So my question is, what is like, I know when some women dress because certain things they put on makes them feel sexy. And for me, like I said earlier, I don't, what Kitty has on, and what the young lady who was standing at the microphone with the blue jean jacket on with the titty tape, those are not lines for me. Those are not that. Neither one of them, how they were dressed, I have it. I don't take issue with that at all. Now, is there lines for me? Absolutely, there are lines for me. I don't want. I don't like sheer stuff where your titties are showing or your cookie box is showing. I don't want nothing with the booty cheeks out. None of that. Those are lines for me, but that's for me. I don't know, but that's just for me. That's just me talking as a man, how I look at it. But the cookie box. So that's just a line for me. But I want to know okay, Kamish, you said there's a difference. What is the difference for you? And Danae, what's the difference for you? Like, I think you made a comment, insecure man will fight you, a territorial man will fight for you. My question is, how, if a man met you and you had on something provocative or sexy, should he then, once, now that you guys have decided to become one or be in a relationship, a committed relationship, should he then now dictate what you can and cannot wear? And I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not saying yay or nay one way or the other. All right. Since nobody said anything about what game y'all wanted to play, I'm just gonna pick something and we're just gonna go in. We're gonna do 80s hip hop. Shuffle up some of these cards. So my question is, if he met you and you were dressed like that, whatever it is, should he then dictate to you what you should be putting on? What up, cuz? Should he then dictate to you what you should have on? So that's my question. If he met you and you were dressed like that, should he now tell you what you shouldn't, can, and cannot wear? If he met you like that. Cuz I'm gonna play the video for you. I don't know if you had a chance to watch. I'm gonna add it back in so you can listen.
I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, and if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on.
So here's my issue with this. And again, like I said earlier, I just want to repeat it. What the young lady has on that's standing at the microphone, I do not take issue with it. I just found a little bit ironic because the young lady who was kind of telling her what was going on, she's showing more skin than the young lady at the podium. In my opinion, that's in my opinion.
So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, He's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature. That's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself. Knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him. We had a deep conversation. I said, "What is it about women that will make you not wife her?" And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. There's nothing empowering about that.
And I'll be honest with you, I disagree with her wholeheartedly on that. I think that that last piece, calling it exactly, Robin, but Camille says territory has more to do with the respect you carry in representing your spouse, and I think that works both ways and involves the context in which you both view the respect, because that may vary depending on your relationship. Absolutely. Robin says she's showing more skin, but it's her shoulders and arms, not titties and belly button. Okay. Right. That's what I saw, Robin, too. I felt like the other girl was showing way more skin. But again, it depends on how you viewing it. Now, the young lady had her but her titties wasn't showing. She had her cleavage was showing, and I couldn't tell whether or not her belly was out or not. But again, for me, neither one of them, the girl who was showing the more skin had the microphone, the dark skinned sister, or the one who had on the blue jean outfit. I didn't take issue with either. I didn't have a problem with what either one of them had on that, but that's just me. I want to go back to what Camille said. Territory has more to do with respect. The respect you carry in representing your spouse. And I think that works both ways and involves the context in which you both view the respect, because that may vary depending on your relationship. So because I believe that territorial can be masked, insecurity can be masked with being territorial. That I really feel like that. Representing yourself and your spouse, not just your spouse. Right. Correct. Let's see. Danae, you said not all see you as an object. The understanding is already established in the relationship. She's not dressing for the public. The woman dresses for her man. Agree. I agree with you. I just think that and it just depends. Like if I met, like say for example, if the woman who was had the microphone, Kitty, is her name, and she was telling the woman about she had on the titty tape. If I met either one of them, and that's what they had on, as a man, and I'm just asking you women, do you think, like I said, I don't have a problem with either one of them had on. But let's say I did. Now all of a sudden I'm telling them I don't want them to wear stuff like that, because I think now it's no longer me being territorial. I think it's me being insecure. Shoulders and arms is different, but that's titties and belly buttons. Okay. But I didn't see any titties. I couldn't tell if she had her belly button out or not. Yes, it can be masked. That's why you have to know your partner. Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. But I didn't see any titties. I think we drawing a conclusion because we saw cleavage, but her titties were not showing. Her breasts were not showing. She had on titty tape where just her cleavage was showing. So I think we're jumping. Our imagination is jumping because we saw that, but there was no breast showing. Now, again, I couldn't see if her belly button was showing, but I don't see where the problem is with that either. Women wear crotch tops all the time. Somewhere they shouldn't even have it on. So I think it really just depends. Like some of y'all said, it really just depends on your partner, where they are with it or whatever. But I didn't see a problem with either one of them had on myself personally at all. It definitely depends on your partner. But I think that if I met either one of them women like that, I'm not about to try to change you to say, okay, you can't. I don't want you wearing that. Didi said, now that's the key. You have to know your partner. Yeah, you do. You do have to know your partner. I think if he met her like that, then once he gets her, he has a problem. I think he's insecure. I agree. Me said I couldn't tell what they had on. Yeah. So I'll put the video back up, but I'm not gonna let the sound play. I'm gonna put it back up and it's not gonna let the sound play. So y'all can see. And you can see. Now the woman who's talking right there, her shoulders and everything, she's showing a lot more skin. Let's see here. Danae said it depends on the woman's agenda when getting dressed. Skin is skin, no matter what part. Some get excited from looking at the body, no specific part. Exposure is exposure. We're too old to change a person. I see. And choose wisely. Right. Let's see. Takita said you can have on a bonnet and ninja can. That's what I was saying earlier, cuz before you came on, I totally agree. A woman can have on a paper bag and a guy is still going to shoot his shot. He's still going to shoot his shot. It don't matter. A woman can have on a paper bag, and if she looks good and if she's appealing to the eye, a nigga gonna shoot his shot. Period. That's just how it is. Like, it doesn't matter what she have on. I mean, it does to a certain degree, but again, a woman can have on a paper bag and a guy is still going to shoot his shot. That's just what we gonna do. Okay, we are getting close to the end. We definitely went over the hour, so it's been a great, robust conversation. I want to thank everybody again. Go ahead, if you haven't already done it, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We want to get more views and everything over there. We're trying to get that algorithm up. Danae says that should have been pick. Oh, got you. I hate the autocorrect. It's okay. I'll be trying to figure it out for myself because I don't know. There's all these 3-letter acronyms and stuff out here, and I'm not up on all of them. So I thought that's what it was. But anyway, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Don't forget to go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and like the YouTube channel, share the content so the channel will grow. I appreciate it. So like I said, we are getting close to the end, but we're going to do a couple games from the couple cards from the game. Lyrically Correct. This is the 80s version. All right. So, and gotta get home and gotta get you home tonight. Eugene Wilde said, a bottle of what will get you in the groove? A, Jack Daniels, B, Dom Perignon, C, Cristal, or D, Bacardi? And gotta get you home tonight. Eugene Wilde said, a bottle of what will get you in the groove? A, Jack Daniels, D, Dom Perignon, C, Cristal, or B, Bacardi? What is the answer? But I just think Dom Perignon. You right, you got it right, cuzzo. Dom Perignon. B is the answer. All right, so here's the next one. In Sweetest Taboo, Sade said that every day is Christmas and every night is what? In Sweetest Taboo, Sade said that every day is Christmas and every night is what? New Year's Eve. All right. I see you, cuz. Every night is New Year's Eve. That is correct. How long before Dougie Fresh went on? A, 5 minutes. C, 6 minutes. C, 7 minutes. Or D, 8 minutes? How long before Dougie Fresh went on? A, 5 minutes. B, 6 minutes. C, 7 minutes. Or 6 minutes Dougie Fresh you're on. That's right. That is correct. What did Kool Moe Dee used to live on? A, 125th. B, 1/10th, C, 1/35th, or D, 1/29th? 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. What street did Kool Moe Dee used to live on? A, 125th, B, 1/10th, C, 135th, or D, 129th? No, it's not 125th. Almost, but not quite. Hey, did y'all notice anything? Nobody said nothing because y'all know I've been a Lions hater for years, and I got on me a Lions jersey. 129th is the correct answer, cause I would have got that one completely wrong. I'm gonna have to give you one on your hip hop because I definitely would have got that one wrong. And I used to mess with Kool Moe Dee. Yeah, I got me a Lions jersey. Go Lions. You know, I was just a Lion. Them bums, they've been bums for years. So, but I'm rocking their jersey for sure. All right, Peter Piper picked peppers, but what did Run do? Peter Piper picked peppers, but what did Run do? Peter Piper picked peppers, but what did Run do? Oh, it's okay, Jerry. I know I'm people gonna give me shit about it anyway. It's all good, bro. Run Rock Rhymes. That's right. But Run Rock Rhymes, Humpty Dumpty what? Say the whole line. Give me the whole line, y'all. Give me the whole line. All right, y'all got it. Give me the whole line. Peter Piper picked peppers, but Run Rock Rhymes. What's the rest of it? Let me get that whole first verse. Yep, Humpty Dumpty fell down. That was what? His hard times. Jack be nimble. What? And he was Jam Master Much Fact Jacks on Jay's. All right. Let me see. Anybody give me that whole too much to type? Okay, I get it. Salt and Pepper said, if you mess with them, they'll do what? Salt and Pepper said, if you mess with them, they'll do what? That's too much, cuz. All right. Salt and Pepper said, if you mess with them, they'll do what? Take your man is the answer. That is correct. Yeah, they'll take your man if you dress like that too. If you dress with your titties out, they're gonna take your man. According to KRS-One, Manhattan keeps on making it. And what is Brooklyn doing? A, taking it, B, faking it, C, creating it, or D, sleeping on it? According to KRS-One, Manhattan keeps on making it and Brooklyn keeps on doing what? A, taking it, B, faking it, C, creating it, or D, sleeping on it? Let's see what we got here. B, faking it. Wrong. Jerry Frank, I need your black card, baby. I need your black card. What we got there? No, all titties and not good titties. According to KRS-One, I can't believe you got that wrong, Jerry Frank. According to KRS-One, Manhattan keeps on making it and Brooklyn keeps on doing what? Tequila, you better come through with this one. I know you know this one. As much as I play this in the car with y'all, you got this. Where you at, cuz? That's what mine said. That's what who said? Breaking it is not correct. Give me your black card, Janae. I need your black card. Come on, y'all. Tequila Brown, I need you to come through, cuz. I need you to come through. Where you at? Where you at? According to KRS-One, Manhattan keeps on making it and Brooklyn keeps on doing what? Brooklyn keeps on taking it. Brooklyn keeps on taking it. Does anybody know what song that comes from? Can anybody name the song that came from? What's the name of that song that line comes from? That's right. All right, cuz. There you go. I know y'all should know that. As much as I done played them songs in the car when you was a little girl. That's right. Keeps on taking it. Taking it is the correct answer. What is the name of that song? What is the name of that song? What is the name of that song that line came from? Does anybody know? Oh, you was way away from the phone. I know, cause I was like, I know you got to. Missy came through though. The bridge is over. That is correct. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. That's right. That is absolutely correct. All right, y'all. This is the last one, and then we're gonna get ready to close it out. When it came to Lisa taking him home, what was she wondering? When it came to Lisa taking him home, what was she wondering? And what was the name of this group for the W? When it came to Lisa taking him home, what was she wondering? Side door, low battery. Will you love me? Nope. You close though, Danae. You're real close. If you still be in love. All right, Jerry, I'm gonna give it to you. Would he still be in love with her? That is correct. Yep. And all right, Danae, you made up for it. It was Cult Jam. Absolutely, it was Cult Jam. Hey, y'all, I really appreciate everybody coming on. Again, we will switch come the 1st of November. We'll switch different times. I think I might do it a little later than 12 o'clock on Thursday, but we're gonna have 2 sessions. One at a little later than 12, and the next one will probably be somewhere around 5:30. But I want to thank everybody for coming on. I appreciate you. Much love to everybody. Again, don't forget to share the information with people. Go to the YouTube channel and like the page, subscribe to the page. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a blessed day. I am out. Hey, and go Lions. Go Lions. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.